Okay, so let's imagine that you guys are my friends, which I pretty much feel that most of you are anyway, and you'd managed to go on a holiday destination somewhere abroad, somewhere sunny, somewhere nice, somewhere that I'd possibly been thinking to myself that I'd like to go, or maybe somewhere in the countryside, whatever, just somewhere that I've got an interest in heading to myself, and you guys managed to get there first. What I would do is generally after the initial phone call when you got there to say you got there safely and everything was okay and nobody had hijacked your plane and flew it off to a strange destination, or it just happened to disappear off the face of the earth, which seems to be the fashionable thing right now with aeroplanes. Weird. I'm sure we get to the bottom of that one soon enough, but that's very odd. But anyway, what I generally tend to do is give you a few days, let you settle in, and then we'd have a phone conversation. Hopefully you'd call me or I'll call you, and I would say, what's it like? Is it everything you hope for? Is the place nice? Is the food nice? More importantly, is the beer nice? And are the ladies walking around in nice skimpy outfits revealing enough flesh for me to feast? Oh, hang on a minute, I'm married. Okay, moving on from that. So yeah, I'd want to get an idea, and hopefully the feedback I would get from you is, it's amazing. You know, the food is fantastic, the variation is unbelievable. The beer's beautiful, it's like golden nectar. And yes, the ladies do walk around in bikinis, like two elastic bands strapped together. Perfect. Then I'm going to get on the next plane, I'm going to fly over. That's the whole idea of why that phone call would be there, because I'd want to know that you're having a good time, and I would want to know that my experience is going to be similar to yours. Now, I'm going to mirror that on the basis that Titanfall has now been out for 3 days. Obviously 5 days or so if you live in America, but it's been out for 3 days over here in England. So I would generally think that most people who have bought the game, purchased it, and are sitting there blistering their fingers to the tips would get a fair idea of what the game plays like, how it feels, how it moves, you know, what the character animations are like, whether the competition is as good as what people expected, and more importantly to me, whether people camp and if there's anything ridiculous in there. So what I want to know is, are you guys enjoying it? How are you feeling it? How does the food taste? You know, that's what I want to know, and I really genuinely want you to put your comments in the comments section to let me know, because I'm going to be getting the game on the Xbox 360, as I've already said, and I want to understand exactly what I'm letting myself in for. I kind of get and respect the fact that it's the honeymoon period. I know that, and I know that things can change, and I know that people adapt their game styles to kind of mould into the game itself. They've done it with Call of Duty every time. It's like Call of Duty Ghost. When I first started playing that, people moved, people tried different things. There was an array of different weapons that people used. Then eventually after time, it just, well, you know, it's Ghosts. Need I say more? So yeah, please leave me your comments and let me know whether you're enjoying the game, so I can kind of gauge it from that and understand whether I'm going to have the same experience, because you guys know how I play, you know my kind of play type. We'll leave it at that. So moving on, there is something else I want to talk about very quickly. I had a personal message from one of my subscribers, and he said basically this: Apoc, I've just clicked on your channel as I thought you hadn't been uploading anything for the last 3 weeks, and I suddenly noticed that even though you haven't uploaded as much as you have been doing, you actually have uploaded videos, and I've missed all this. Fucking damn you, YouTube, not showing up in my inbox. Now, I've heard this quite a lot. You know, it doesn't seem to be as commonplace as it was once upon a time when nobody was getting any videos shown up in their sub box, but it still does happen apparently, and YouTube is still up to their old tricks of unsubscribing regular subscribers who watch your videos, whatever. That's just up to them. If they want to change the format of how you upload a video, fine. It's just unfortunate that they still piss around with your sub box and they still take subscribers away from you. There is one way of getting around this with the videos not showing up in your sub box, and I said this quite a while ago, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of touch on this every few months for the subscribers who are new, and hopefully give you an idea of how you're not going to miss any of my videos. Basically, Twitter. That's all I can say. Down somewhere in the description and down somewhere on my channel banner, you'll see a Twitter link. If you have a Twitter profile, please click on it and please follow me, because every time I upload a video, it automatically goes onto my Twitter channel, and therefore people who follow me can be the first ones to see that video. And that is really important to me. Twitter has categorically been the main thing that has grown this channel from where it started out, I suppose, you know, 50 subs to getting it up to what it is now in such a short space of time. Twitter's amazing. To be honest with you, I don't go on there as much as I used to, or as much as I should do anyway. A lot of people use Twitter for having a lot of interaction with people and keeping up to date with current affairs and just stating their opinions and their feelings over certain things. I don't really use it for that too much because basically I don't get the time. I do go on there every now and then, it's a very good place for me to be reachable, because I am reachable. You know, I'm not a pretentious snobby YouTuber who doesn't talk to his subscribers. People ask me questions on Twitter. If I see the question, I'll answer it. People ask me to retweet videos. You know, they've said, I've uploaded this, can you just retweet it for me? Fine, I've got absolutely no issues, as long as it's nothing offensive or racist or horrible or upsetting to other people. I have actually stumbled upon something like that once before, and I'll explain that in a moment and show how damaging Twitter can be. But mainly the positives outweigh the negatives of Twitter. So if you're not following me on Twitter, please click one of the links and my videos will always be seen as being uploaded there. And what I generally tend to do is go on every now and then and just retweet or favourite one of the videos, and then obviously everybody who's following me can see that that's what's going on, and you will not miss a video. That is the only way you can do it. That is the best way you can do it. So yeah, what I was going to say about the damaging thing with Twitter quite a while ago, and I suppose I can really talk about this now. I was asked to do a video for a friend of mine, and it was sort of like a top 10 thing, and he said to me, can you do this top 10 thing? I'll give you a link you can click on and it'll show you a video to give you an example of one of the people who'd done this video for me, and that should give you a brief idea of what you need to do. And I said, okay, fine. So I clicked on the link and it actually led me to a guy who ended up on his channel creating quite a terrible video about Legend of Thunder. Now, I'd never heard of this guy before, and I'm not going to say his name. I'd never heard of this guy before, didn't have a clue who he was. All I did was watch his top 10 video, which was actually on somebody else's channel, and I clicked a like on it. And obviously Thunder, who was following me on Twitter, must have thought, what's this video he's clicked on? I'll have a look at this. Saw that it was this guy, got pretty pissed off about it because obviously kind of guessed, you know, he kind of put 2 and 2 together and got 6 and guessed that I was a follower and a lover of this guy. And yeah, it caused a bit of friction between me and Thunder. It's all ironed out now and it's all good. I kind of explained myself about it and he got it, you know, he understood the point. But yeah, unfortunately, this is where you have to be careful. It's like when people ask me to retweet something, I will generally watch the video just to make sure I'm not retweeting anything I probably shouldn't do, and then I'll retweet or favourite it. So I suppose in that respect you get 2 for 1, you know. You get me to watch your video and you get it retweeted as well, so it's all good. But yeah, please follow me on Twitter. That's all I can say. If you're not following me, then follow me. If you haven't got a Twitter account, then get one. It doesn't cost you a bean. Thank you for watching, guys. Much love. Apocalypse done.